बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह। This is my first video regarding plumbing. Okay, so see, before starting the designing of plumbing, the first thing we have to calculate water tank sizing. Okay, so this is this video for water tank sizing. Okay, because see, suppose you got this drawing. Okay, this drawing I download from the internet only for making the video. Okay, suppose you got this drawing from the client side and we have to design the plumbing system. Okay, so what we will do first? Okay, so firstly, see, this water tank sizing I am going to show you as per the Nbci. Okay, as per the Indian Standard Code. Here. As per Nbci. Okay, this is Indian Standard Code, but I think all is same in terms of the water tank sizing. Okay, whether it is IPC or UPC or SBC, it means Saudi Building Code. Okay, all is same. So this is, see, so suppose you got this drawing and now we have to size the tank as per the SBC. As per the SBC, we have to size two tanks. Okay, suppose this is our building. Okay, first floor, second floor, third floor, whatever the floor. Then we have to size underground tank, underground water tank, and other one is the overhead tank. Okay, okay, so suppose this is the office. Okay, so now we have to open the Nbci code and see, already I mark for making the video. First, see, this is the office. Okay, for office, see, for sizing the tank, we need two things. Okay, first, population, and second, water requirement. These two things we need for sizing the tank. Okay, so this is the office. Okay, so what we need first we need population. Okay, then how we will calculate the population? Here, as per Nbci, the office, if it is office, then we have to calculate one person per 10 meter square. Okay, 10 square meter. Okay, if it is a school, then strength of the school and teaching and non-teaching facility we have to count. Okay, if it is hostel and hotels, hospitals, this is different things. Okay, if hospitals, then number of beds. Okay, and staff and patient attendance. Generally population density per bed in secondary care hospital is 5. Okay, so suppose, see, suppose if we are going to size the water tank for hospitals, and the number of bed in the hospital is suppose a small 40, then 40 plus staff and plus staff, suppose staff is 10, and patient attendance, if the hospital is secondary care hospital, then 5 patients, okay, per bed, then 5 into 40, right, because 40 is the patient bed and 5 is the per bed attendance. Okay, so like this we will calculate the population. Okay, if we are going to size the water tank for hospitals, same like all this one is the same. Okay, so but here in my example, this one is the suppose office. Okay, so for office we have to count the 10 meter square is 1 person, right? So we have to calculate all this area one by one. Okay, and after that we will divide by 10 to calculate the population, which is our first criteria. Okay, so how we will calculate the area? See, this is the AutoCAD. If we will do AA and make the area like this, okay, like this, like this, like this, like this, and okay, then area will be here. Okay, so it will take too much time. Okay, so saving the time, we just need to type mj command and press enter and pick point in close area. Okay, and here we will put 1, here, server rooms. See, automatically it will come, right? See, pantry here. See, automatically area is coming here. Security. See, all area is automatically come. This one it's not coming because something here it's break. Okay, so if it like this, then again mj, and we will take here enclosure. See, total 40, right? Again this is the first floor, so again mj, enter, pick point, and all this one. See, it's very fast, no need to calculate the area one by one. Okay, here this is the roof, right? So now we can easily calculate the population. Okay, because 10 square meter is 1 person, so we will divide this area with 10 and we can easily find out the population, right? So now we are going to put all this area in one Excel sheet Here I make one Excel sheet. See here, water tank size enclosed 4.1.2. okay, this is the Nbci tables. Here see, close 4.1.2. that's why I mention here, right? So see, all the rooms, this is the ground floor, all the building rooms we mention here, okay? The first floor also, and their area which we calculate here. See, 24.53 planning. So I mention here planning 24.53, right? Now as per the code, as per the Nbci code, 10 meter square is 1%, right? For the office. So number of occupant is equal to, we will divide this one by 10 and it will come 2, but it should not come 2, right? It will come more than 2. So here we will mention round up formula, right? Here it will come 3. If we will drag this one, also it will come 3. And now we will drag all this one, okay? Here it's come. This is the number of occupants. It's come easily, right? And here the visitors. See, the visitors always we take 5 to 50%, okay, for our safety factor, like this. So we take here 10%, right? So all area we calculate here and divide by, see, multiply with 10%. So this area came and we divide with 10 meter square and we got the occupant, right? Now the thing is here domestic water. So our second criteria was, first criteria was population. So now we got the population here, okay? That's why we mention all the area here. The first criteria is fulfilled. Now second criteria is water requirements. See, the second criteria is water requirements here. So we know that this one is the office. So for office here, office, the 25 liters, okay, per head, and for flushing is 20 liter per head, and total is 45, right? 25 is domestic. What is domestic? See, domestic water, okay, is drinking, okay, drinking or cooking, right? And non-domestic water is we use for flushing, right? Flushing, or also we can use the irrigation, right? Irrigation we can use, but in offices we use for flushing, okay? Apart from the drinking and cooking, the water we use is called non-domestic, right? Now it's clear what is the domestic and flushing, okay? Flushing, it means non-domestic. So 25 liter for offices per day, right? So here domestic water per capita is 25 liter, right? And flushing is 20 liters. So total is 45, right? So see, the domestic water requirement is, number of occupant is 3, okay, multiply is, we can multiply here this one, but no issue. Number of occupant we find and multiply with, this is the domestic water, then here. Okay, now we have to lock this one. Press F4 from the keyboard, F4, and okay. So number of occupant is 3 and 25 liter per head. So 25 into 3 is 75. It's clear, very easy, right? Also same this one, and we can drag and it will come easily here. Okay, see, automatically it's added. Similarly we will do here, number of occupant is 3 and multiply with flushing water, and we will lock this one by pressing F4 from the keypad, right? And we will drag this one. Okay, now the it's come flushing water this much. Okay, now the total water requirement, domestic plus flush, same process, whether you can add or directly multiply from here, and we can lock this one. And we can drag. Okay, so now easily we can got the domestic water and non-domestic water, it means flushing water and total water. Okay, this much liter, remember this is the liter. Now for domestic underground water tank sizing, we size with 1.5 days. Okay, why? Because here see, the code says here underground tank, okay, 1.5 days here. Okay, one and here you see 1.5 days for underground water tank, right? That's why here we take 1 day and half days. Okay, so formula is already 1.5 with this one, multiply by this one. Okay, so it comes here. Similarly, the overhead tank, here mention half a day, right? So we take half days. Okay, and this much water and half days, so multiply by 2, it can 1425 liters, right? So this is the domestic water which used for the cooking and drinking. Okay, but for the flush water tank sizing, same. If we are using the flush water tank sizing separate, so we will take flush water tank sizing, this is underground. Okay, same we take 1 day. Why? Because see here flushing, 1 day flushing. Okay, here 1 day flushing for underground. Okay, and half a day for overhead tank sizing for flushing. Okay, that's why we take here 1 day and half day for overhead tank, and this is the flush water tank. Okay, flush water requirement, so we multiply by 1 day, it's coming this much, and half days we divide by 2, all this one came. Okay, now the question is why we calculate this both domestic water and flush water. See, if we are proposing domestic water tank different and flush water tank different, okay, then we will propose like this, okay, separate tank size. But if we are proposing like a residential area, the domestic water and flushing water, all water is the same, okay. So in that scenario we propose this much water, okay. If only one tank, underground tank, is domestic and flushing, okay, and also overhead tank is domestic water for and flushing water, okay. So this one tank we use, suppose the 5130, okay, we calculate both. Now as per the code here it says, see, in case combined storage, okay, then 66.6% for underground and remaining 33.3% for overhead, okay, of 1 day's requirement. We calculate like this, okay. So if in case the combine, we will take this much and multiply by how much, 66 point, okay, 0.6666. So this much water we will use, okay, and remaining is minus this one, this much, right? So this one will be underground tank size, and for overhead tank size this much, okay, 1710. Now it's clear. If in case of combine, then we will calculate like this, okay. Okay, so this is the water tank sizing. Suppose if we are using for also irrigation, then we will take 6 to 10 liter per square meter, okay, for lawns, remember, okay, for irrigation, okay. So all this one, in case of water tank sizing, we will calculate like this, okay, this much water tank sizing. See, this one it comes, if we have to calculate the domestic water, this tank size, then also we can calculate, okay. This much water, this much liter, we can calculate this length, width and height also, okay. Suppose this much liter and divide by 1000, then it will come 4.3 3 meter cube, right? And the length will be 1 meter, width will be 1 meter, and height will be 4.3 meters, 3 meter, okay. So like this we can calculate, but this much liter, and we found this one, this much liter, right? And after this one we will supply to the supplier, and he will propose the tank accordingly, okay, as per the data sheets, what is the standard of the tank, right? So I hope you learn something from this video, and if you learn, then yes, subscribe, okay. This is my first video regarding the plumbing. Now we will upload many videos, okay, how to size the pipe, how to size the water supply pipe, domestic water like sewage water supply, okay, pipe and soil water, all the things I will explain one by one. Okay, inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.